Mike Green from Spokane, Washington here to share some information with you guys tonight about Leafit. Let's get underway. Hang on a second, let me get situated and then we'll get underway. There we go. All right, I'm here to talk to you about a couple of huge industries. Online advertising, $100 billion industry. That's what they did last year. The space that we're entering into is social network. Social network with pay-per-click advertising. If you can visualize Facebook and you're looking at your Facebook profile page and you glance over to the right and you see all those ads that run up and down the right-hand column of your social profile page, those are called pay-per-click ads. Now, I don't know about you, but I tend to ignore those most of the time, and I was dumbfounded when I realized how much revenue Facebook generates off of those simple pay-per-click ads inside of the margins of that social hub, to the tune of $20 million a day. That's what they've done the last 2 quarters, $1.8 billion each quarter in the last 2 quarters in pay-per-click advertising inside of that social hub. That's our space. That's what Leafit is all about, is building a social network a lot like Facebook, a little more business friendly, and a few other variances to how that social network works, but that's our space. Now, tie on top of that e-commerce, a $1.2 trillion industry with a mobile application never before seen, a mobile application that will be disruptive in the marketplace. All I can tell you is we've gotten to this level much quicker than any of us anticipated, but with the launch of this mobile application, it will be earth-shattering what Leaf launches into. A social network that actually allows this mobile application to make shopping, sharing, purchasing much easier. It will change the marketplace. But those are the 2 industries that we're in. Now, who is Leafit? Lawrence Sowell, one of our co-founders and visionary of the product itself, a very intelligent man, actually was looking at the IPO last year, the initial public offering of Facebook, and thought to himself, there's got to be a way for that company to generate more revenue with 1 billion subscribers to that social space. When you look at what Google makes as far as pay-per-click advertising, over $42 billion in a year, Facebook making over $5 billion, neither one of those numbers to be laughed at, but with 1 billion subscribers, should not Facebook be able to generate more revenue? His answer was absolutely yes. Wrote a 10-page blog on how to monetize that space even better. And instead of taking that information to Mark Zuckerberg to say, hey, here's some ideas for you, Lawrence decided to launch his own company. Got together with one of his good friends and business partners, Steve Hyman. Steve and Lawrence worked together to launch this program, to take this whole concept to the next level. And just recently picked up a very sharp individual, John Solomito out of Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. John, we sat in a room with about 12 of us brainstorming on how to take this company to the next level. It was very apparent after about a day and a half that John was the sharpest man in the room. We made him an offer to be our CEO. We were just going to let him develop our product. John became the CEO of the company, and we couldn't be happier with his performance. He's lunging us forward. It's because of John that we're actually entering into that e-commerce industry even faster. Now, let me introduce myself. My name's Mike Green. I'm the Master Associate for the company. I'm going to give you just a tinge of my bio. I spent 18 years in the banking industry, ran my own small business for about 3 years, fell flat on my face, and then literally fell into the casino industry, where I spent another 14 years as a general manager of a couple of different casinos. Now, I share my background with you because I'm going to be very painful here tonight, and I'm going to share with you a whole lot of information. Too much information. So much information you're going to hate me when we get done. But realize that you can come back and see this information over and over and over again. And I promise you, after the 2nd or 3rd time, it's actually going to start making a lot of sense, because what we do is very, very simple. What we do on a daily basis is actually can be done by children. It's so easy with what we do. Now, who is Leafit? Leafit is also our free subscribers and distributors. Lawrence, Steve, John, myself have all said the same thing. Without our free subscribers, without our users of that social space, without our distributors, this company would be nothing. So, a new social network launches. Our social network will run very, very similar to what you see in Facebook. The ability to share pictures and stories and links, all of it. What we'll do a lot differently is the way our ads run inside of Leaf. There'll be social ads that you can actually grow or link up with, friend, if you will, to use Facebook terminology. But if you look at this space to the right of the news feed, These are social ads. And if you look at inside of each one of those social ads, there's a grow button and a share button. Now, if you compare this one simple functionality back to Facebook, when Facebook takes an advertiser and puts them in front of one profiled person, what they hope to get is one click off of that profiled individual. And they may very well get that. But here's what that same advertiser gets with Leaf. They get that ad if the individual enjoys it. They get that ad then shared with other people within that person's social network. So if I see an ad that I like, I can simply take that ad, share it with one or two people in my social network or my whole entire social network, and the advertiser gets a much bigger bang for their buck. That ad then gets shared on a viral basis because those friends share it with other friends, and that one concept alone, I think, changes the dynamics and the ability for this company to generate even more revenue than Facebook does in the pay-per-click arena. Now, there'll be a lot of other differences to how the social network works. I'm going to tell you that's just one very small component that I think shows that what one man can do, another can do. What one company can do, another can do, as far as taking a space and generating even more revenue. Just remember that when we start showing some numbers here in a few minutes, that this is where Facebook makes their revenue. This is where Leaf will make their revenue as well, is in the margins of a social hub pay-per-click advertising. Remember, Facebook does $20 million a day in that social space. Now, this is called the Social Web Optimizer. This lays over the top of the social space. This is where the distributor base or the customer base, the free subscriber, can actually come in and earn free advertising. Distributors are here to earn a paycheck on a daily basis, but anybody can come into this social environment and view and rate websites. It works just like this. We're going to take this from the distributor standpoint. I come in here every single day. I'm offered up 6 different websites each time I click on the SWO button. I get to choose from each one of these 6. I get to pick one and say, I'm going to go review it. Now, I'm a truck guy, but I love sports cars. I'm going to click on Beverly Hills Maserati and be inside of their website. I'm still inside of the social space, but I'm also inside of a live website. I can go check out their inventory, their service department, their parts and accessories. I can shop all over this website, but I'm paid to be here for at least 20 seconds. There's a clock that sits in the top center of that green leaf toolbar. When that leaf turns from dark green to light green, I've been in this website for at least 20 seconds, and then I have the ability to go out and rate the website, which is part of why we get paid on a daily basis as a distributor for this company. I can rate this website anywhere from 1 star to 5 stars, and I'm done with this website. Distributors are paid to do this 20 times a day, and then out of those 20 websites, pick just 3 of them to do this advanced review. The advanced review is very simple. It's all drop-down menu. You simply take an extra 10, 20 seconds to do an advanced review on each one of these 3 websites, but you're going to view 20 websites on a daily basis, do an advanced review on 3 of those 20, and you're done for the day. Now, there's a couple other functions here on this inside of the social space that I really enjoy. One of them is that twig, the little 2 leaves on the twig. We call it the grow button. This is where you actually get to link up with a website inside of the social space. Now, watch how this happens. Maserati Beverly Hills. I'm not ready to buy one today. I can't even get a note from the wife to even look at one today. I shouldn't even be on this website. But I decide I want to link up with Maserati Beverly Hills, add Maserati Beverly Hills to my favorites list inside of this social environment. Now, that sounds completely harmless because I can add anybody to my favorites inside of Internet Explorer or inside of Bing or any other internet provider or browser. But when I do it inside of Leaf, I actually connect with Maserati Beverly Hills on a social basis. I'm now friends with a business owner, with a website. So when Maserati Beverly Hills decides to put out their 99.9% off sale at the end of the year, I'm going to get noticed from them through Leaf, and I'm going to be able to go in and buy my Maserati. I just need that note from my wife. But I love the aspect that you can literally sit here and show a business owner how to put eyeballs on their website, much longer than your typical surfer does. The typical person views a website for 3 to 5 seconds. Here, an advertiser gets eyeballs on their website for at least 20 seconds. They get a rating system that goes back to the website owner, so they're getting good, honest feedback from a consumer to how people actually feel about their website. They've got the potential of an advanced review on that website, and then they're actually building their friend base by having distributors viewing websites every single day. And link up with that person inside of the social space. Now, When I'm done with this website, again, it could be as short as 20 seconds. I could stay on this website all day long if I want to, but when I'm done, simply click the SWO button again. I'm offered up 6 more websites to view inside of the SWO. Now, this is targeted marketing because the more you click inside of the SWO, the more you see websites that you've clicked on in the past. If you're into golf, you're going to see more and more golf websites. If you're into hiking, more and more hiking websites. So it is targeted marketing. It's also very effective marketing. This ad down on the bottom right corner, Silver Streak Zipline Tours, a new friend of mine actually advertised with Leaf starting this last February and drove tremendous traffic to his business. It was a 2-year-old business. The first year wasn't so good. Built a zipline tour up in the forest. Nobody knew it was there. You couldn't see it. Built a website. Dave couldn't get anybody to go to his website, so he tried search engine optimization companies. He tried Google AdSense, ad campaigns. None of those things worked. He bought some advertising with Leaf and actually has now, to date, has driven over 25,000 views to his website through this Social Web Optimizer. So it's an advertising model that absolutely works even for the brand new website owner. Now, the best part about Dave's story is he bought advertising as a distributor and has actually put himself in a position to build this into an income stream for driving all that traffic to his website plus that income stream. Now, I want to talk just a little bit about it. It is coming. Facebook has their F, Leaf has their L, Nike's got their swoosh, Leaf's got their SWO, but nobody's got it. Leafit.com. This is the mobile app that will disrupt the marketplace. This is the mobile app that's going to launch Leafit into e-commerce and grab a piece of that $1.2 trillion industry. All I can tell you, I'm under strict guidance not to disclose too much information about it yet because it's still in development. But I will tell you that it will disrupt the marketplace. It will change the way people shop. It will change the way people sell. It will change the mindset of website owners on how they actually drive traffic to their website or to their product for purchase. It will be disruptive. It will be one of those mobile apps that everybody's got to have. That's all I can tell you about it now. I'll be able to tell you more in a couple of weeks. But this product layered on top of the SWO, on top of the social network, is going to skyrocket Leaf into stardom. Again, everybody saw the F first. It was follow us on Facebook. Then it was follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Then it was follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and now Pinterest. And mentioning Pinterest, I'll give you one more tip. If you know what Pinterest is, if you use Pinterest, all I can tell you is it, with Leafit, is Pinterest for the real world, and we're going to monetize everyone, even our free subscribers. They're going to be monetized for sharing their content through this mobile app. It'll be awesome. Now, I want to talk about making money with Leafit. That's what we're here for tonight. All you need to do is become a distributor with this company, and I know that makes some people nervous. Oh, you want me to be one of those distributors? And all I can tell you is, there's been some stigmatisms there in the past, based on, I don't know if I want to be a distributor. All I can tell you is it's a $165 billion industry. That's what it was last year, and it actually was the fastest growing employment sector in the whole entire world, even more so here in the U.S. It has become an okay thing to do. I'll even throw the big A out there. Amway, they did over $11 billion last year in sales, $11 billion, and they continue to grow. So being a distributor for a company has actually become kind of the in thing to do, where a person can generate a little bit of an income for, on a part-time basis, or can actually generate a primary income if they want to. Now, before we start talking numbers, I need to share the income disclosure statement with you. You can grab a copy of this document at vleaf.com. That's V as in vision, vleaf.com/signup. Go grab a copy of this document. It's in PDF. Just print it out. In fact, while you're there, print out the compensation plan as well, and you can see all of this information we're talking about tonight in a more disclosed manner. Now, put those two documents together. Do your due diligence like I did. When you put those two documents together, you're going to find out that this income disclosure statement is very, very accurate. There's very large numbers on here, like that one that says something about a senior executive at $48,000 a month on the high side, all the way down to the low side of an associate that doesn't make anything. This is one of those programs that you can make a lot or you can make absolutely nothing. The biggest part of the disclosure statement is, simply put, your success inside of this program depends upon your skills, your work effort, and market conditions. And Leaf does not guarantee any level of success or income. Now, we've got a pretty clear roadmap for you to run on. There's all kinds of support systems put in place. You'll see them here in just a minute. But what you need to know is you need to take that roadmap and you need to run on it for you. It's yours to make money or to not. All I can tell you is you got plenty of support that will help you accomplish what you want to inside of this program. Now, here's one of my favorite parts about Leafit. You can actually become a free affiliate. That means you spend no money at all, none, and get $100 in free advertising to drop the website of your choice into that social web optimizer. In fact, we're running a little bit of a promotion right now where you actually get $200 in free advertising between now and the end of the year. $200 in free advertising for becoming a free affiliate. Now, on top of the free advertising, being a free affiliate is kind of a cool place to be. You can get on the inside of this company and see it all work from the inside. Take that $200, add a website into the SWO, and watch a website get traffic on a daily basis. It really is a nice place to be. A free affiliate can also earn sales commissions. You can sell advertising on a retail basis or to another associate and actually earn a commission as a free affiliate. Now, where you really want to be inside of the program, in my opinion, is you want to be an associate. It's a $48 annual administration fee, $49.95 on your monthly ad pack, and you actually get $50 in associate value every single month that you pay that $49.95. We're going to talk more about the associate value in a second, but I want to share some of the other things that you get for $49.95. There's your distributor interface page. This is a replicated website unique to you. You'll have your own username. You'll drive traffic to this website, and anybody that signs up as a distributor or a free affiliate for the company is attached to you for life, and you'll be commissioned for them being there. There's also our customer page. This is where customers go, free subscribers to sign up for the social network. Again, they sign up with your link. This is unique to you. This is your replicated website. When they sign up with you, they're, again, yours for life. Now, the company pays through iPayout. We pay on a daily basis. You can actually order a debit card and get paid right through a debit card system that works very nicely, or simply have your money deposited directly into your checking account when the company pays you. There's training. There's videos. There's webinars. There's conference calls. There's compliance courses that are all laid out inside of the back office to help you through this program to understand exactly how it works. There's sales funnels. This is supposed to launch by next week. This is brand new. That's just being introduced to Leafit. It's going to give you the ability to use an additional link and drive traffic to this interface that you see right here. Share your personalized link with friends, family, strangers. Insert your link into an email, send it out to all of your friends, and drive traffic to this page. When someone opens this page up from your link and they type in there, they see the little sizzle video. There's going to be a sizzle video right here in the dead center of this page. That's where people are going to get just a taste of what this program is all about. If they like what they see, they fill out their information on the form here, first name, last name, email address, and phone number, and it actually generates an email back to you to let you know one of your prospects is entering into Leafit to see more information. On page 2, there's a very professional, very nice 4-minute video that runs talking. Lawrence does a little glib. You've got some testimonials in there. John Solomito, myself, I'll give our rendition of what we think about the program. But it's a very nice sales funnel that will allow you to share the Leafit opportunity with more and more people. Now, this same system comes with an autoresponder where the company actually does a lot of work for you and sends out emails to the people that have registered here to give them even more and more information about, again, how the program works. Now, there's all kinds of documentation that you can use if you like being out in the real world and doing hand-to-hand or belly-to-belly selling. You've got, how to sign up new distributors, how to sign up new customers, all with regular forms. Now, what we really enjoy is conference calls, webinars, and Google Hangouts. That's how we build the majority of our business, on webinars just like you're on right now. We also have a package that's going to come out very, very soon, what we call the House Party, where you're going to be able to take a DVD or simply plug a downloadable into a TV with your HDMI cord and have a professional show other people how this program works. So all you've got to be able to do is push play, and someone else can see exactly what you're watching right now, or real close to it, and see exactly what Leafit is all about. The company does a lot of hotel meetings. This is a brand new document that was just developed by our marketing department that is a very nice one sheet where you can sit down with anybody over a cup of coffee, over lunch, and show them exactly how this program is laid out, where they can actually make money inside the program. It's a very nice cheat sheet for you to use if you want to explain to somebody by yourself how this program works. Also in your back office, you'll have the ability to print out business cards. That'll be live here very, very soon. We've got to do one small change to that logo, and you'll have the ability to print out your own business cards and look very professional from day one. So I get a lot of questions. Mike, what am I paying $49.95 a month for? You get a lot. There's a ton of tools that I just showed you, but the biggest part that I think you get is that 50 associate value every single month. And when you start to see the power of that associate value, I think you'll agree with me. Now, you can build that associate value 50 a month at a time if you'd like, or right out of the gate from day one, you can purchase anywhere from $10 to $10,000 in advertising to drive more traffic to your website or the website of your choice and increase that associate value even faster. Now, when you realize that that associate value is where you're going to start earning a rebate and a higher rebate every single day, you'll make a decision on where you want to start in the program as far as where that associate value does start. What the company does every single day based on your associate value, they pay you a rebate. They pay you a rebate for simply viewing and star rating 20 websites and doing those 3 advanced reviews. You do that 7 days a week, they'll pay you 7 days a week. You want to take a day off? Take a day off. If you do, they're not going to pay you, but you can actually get paid by this company 7 days a week for viewing and star rating websites, and they will pay you based on that associate value that you establish. Now, you're also going to get paid sales commissions, just like the free affiliate did, except there's a little bit of a bonus here. When you start to understand this program completely, you'll see that someone you invite into this business model, they become an associate, and they're purchasing advertising not just once, but every single day to grow their advertising, or I'm sorry, to grow their associate value. You're going to get commissioned on that every single day. It's a great place to be. Now, there's also a 3x9 force matrix inside of this program, and I'll show you exactly what that means as far as an income stream for you as well. But I kind of want to stay focused on this associate value. And remember, you can buy anywhere from $10 in advertising up to $10,000 in advertising. I'm going to use an example of just $1,000. When you buy $1,000 in advertising, you get 2 different things. You get an associate value of $1,000. $1,000 gets you an associate value of $1,000. Notice there's no dollar sign there. And you also get $1,000 in advertising. That's where your actual money is. That $1,000 in advertising, you simply take that and apply it to at least one ad campaign. And that's you do that in your back office. It takes you 2 or 3 minutes to do it. But you create that ad campaign, and you're going to start earning a rebate on a daily basis. Now, that advertising balance, that $1,000, as your ad campaign shows up in that block of 6 inside of that social web optimizer, 10 cents is going to come off of that $1,000. When someone clicks into your website, 50 cents comes off of that $1,000. And as that $1,000 is being nibbled away at, I want to be very clear here. Your associate value is not impacted at all. In fact, that associate value never goes down, it only goes up. And here's how it goes up. The company is going to pay you every single day that you do your job, your 20 and your 3. They're going to pay you a rebate of up to 1.75% every single day. No point retirement. Every single day you can see that associate value increase. Now, that advertising rebate the company pays you, 80% of it is going to go to your advertising balance. That's going to give you money every single day to apply to your websites, to drive more and more traffic to your website. 20% of that rebate can be used to increase your associate value. Or when you get your associate value to the point that you want, and you've positioned yourself to actually take an income out of Leafit, you can actually cash out with all of that 20% or a portion of it. But that's how the income stream flows. The company pays you a rebate every day. 80% of the rebate goes to the advertising balance. 20% you have option. Continue to build your associate value or put any portion of that 20% in your pocket. Now, the cash out requirements, they're very simple. You need to enroll 20 friends into Leafit. 20 friends to join our social network. These friends spend absolutely no money if they don't want to. There's going to be plenty of opportunities for them to buy advertising, to get free advertising, to become a distributor themselves, but a free subscriber into the social network is never obligated to spend any money at all. So enroll 20 friends or enroll 3 qualified friends. And a qualified friend is simply someone that takes the free advertising that's given them when they sign up into the social network. They take that free advertising, $200 at this point, and they attach it to the website of their choice, placing that website into the SWO. And that makes them a qualified customer. Maintain 3 qualified customers, and you've met the cash out requirements, stage 1. Then you simply need to generate revenue for Leaf. And that's pretty simple. You can sell advertising on a retail basis, or you can sell advertising to another associate, an associate that purchases what you purchased in advertising. It's that simple. But I love this part, you guys. This is Business 101. This is not one of those programs where you just walk in the front door, buy some advertising, do a little bit of work by viewing websites and get paid a bunch of money. This is a business model where you actually need to generate revenue for the company. You make a sale, you put yourself in a position to make earnings as well. Now, when you introduce an associate to this program, you get paid a 10% commission on their purchase, on their initial purchase of advertising. You also get paid a 10% commission on their repurchase of advertising. If they take that 20% on a daily basis and they're purchasing more advertising to grow their associate value, you're going to get paid a 10% commission on that as well. But it doesn't end there. 10% on your first level, when that person you introduced this business model to introduces someone else, you get paid another 5%. Now, you can build your associate value all the way up to $200,000. So even as an associate, you can begin working on the future. Build that associate value to $200,000. I'll show you what it's going to be worth here in just a minute. But as an associate, your earning associate value is capped at $15,000. That means you can get paid up to 1.75% of your associate value. You can get paid up to 1.75% or $1,575 a month at that 1.75%. Your cash out ability is 100% of all new advertising purchases for the people that you've personally introduced this program to and the people they've introduced the program to, 2 levels deep. Now I've got a better layout here I'll show you in just a second, but here's where everybody races to right out of the gate. Become a manager. We've made it very simple to do this, but the reason you want to become a manager is right there. Your 3rd level commissions go to 1%. Now you're getting paid 10% for people you introduced the program to, 5% for the people they introduced the program to, and another 1% for that 3rd level referral. Now, you can also get paid on up to $25,000 in your associate value, and you get paid up to 2.25% per day instead of the 1.75% per day. That puts you in a position to make up to $3,375 a month. But probably the biggest benefit you get by getting to manager is you've now opened up 3 different levels of cash out opportunity. Again, you can earn up to 100% of all advertising sold on your 1st level, your 2nd level, and your 3rd level. Now, manager is pretty easy. Senior manager is almost as easy. Simply, generate 3 managers and you're there. But your 3rd level sales commissions go to 2%. You get to earn on up to $50,000 in associate value now, and you're earning up to 2.75% instead of up to 1.75 or up to 2.25, and your monthly earnings potential goes up to over $8,000 a month. Again, the best part, you're going to be able to cash out, put in your pocket, up to 100% of all new advertising purchases through 5 levels of referrals into the program. Executive, it gets even better, 3% on your 3rd level, an infinity 1% bonus to the next executive. That means you can get paid unlimited depth until you bump into another executive in your organization. 1% override on all advertising sales. That's huge. Your executive also gets to earn on up to $100,000 in that associate value, up to 3.25% per day. So the more work you do, the bigger you build your organization, the more the company is going to reward you. As an executive, you could be earning up to $19,500 a day. Again, and the best part, cash out up to 100% of all new advertising purchases, 7 levels deep in your organization. When you get to senior executive, you're at 4% on level 3, and that infinity 1% goes infinitely deep until you run into your 2nd senior executive. You can now earn on up to $200,000 of that associate value, getting paid up to 4% per day, and your earnings potential is up to $48,000. Your cash out potential is 100% of all new purchases, level 1 all the way through level 9. All I can tell you guys is I've been playing with this program since January. When I made my first purchase of advertising in April, I had no idea where this thing was going to grow. And here we are, middle of November, end of November, I guess we are now. Unbelievable the amount of advertising that's been sold through 9 levels. All I did was share this concept with 7 people that bought advertising themselves, and I'm blown away by how this thing actually grew, took off, got legs of its own, and just went out and ran. Now, I want to be very clear on how to rank up inside of this program. That last page we just looked at, we could talk about that for hours, and you're probably already spinning, your head's spinning. I'm going to bring you back now. If you dozed off a little bit, this is the part you want to stay awake for. Okay, how to rank up inside of this program. $48 for an administrative fee, $49.95 a month for your builder package. That gives you some advertising plus starts to build that associate value. Buy a block of advertising, whatever you want, $10 to $10,000, completely up to you. But what you want to focus on is earning just a little more money. And we made it very, very simple. To rank up, I think this is the best place to start. Become a power founder with the company. Huge benefits by becoming a power founder. One of the small benefits at the very top, you get a 25% discount on your builder package for the first year. We're going to talk about bullet point number 2 in a second. I've got a better layout for you, but it's reduced qualifications to advance inside of the program. Number 3 is huge. You can share in 2% of company profits for life with the other 999 power founders. There's only going to be 1,000 of them, but 1,000 power founders sharing in 2% of the company's net profits for life. That's huge. Now, people ask me all the time, Mike, my power founder, the $1,000 I spend on power founder, does that build my associate value? And the answer is no. But if you go out and sign up 4 other power founders inside your organization on your front line, your $1,000 that you spent for the power founder actually does get credited back to your associate value. So you can actually make that work. Now, here's how to rank up. Here's how to become very, very successful inside of this business program. Let's say that you get started. You paid your $48, you paid your $49.95, you got your first $50, maybe you bought some advertising, and now you're thinking, okay, I want to become a manager. And if you want to become a manager, what you need to do is what Gina does here. Simply go out and sponsor 3 people into the program. Each one of them buys just $500 in advertising. If Gina is a power founder, she spent $1,000 to become a power founder, get all those benefits we just talked about. But she will be considered a manager when she has a total of $2,500 in advertising sales between her personal purchases and the purchases made on her anywhere in her organization. But Corey, Paul, and Jeff could easily qualify her if she were to make a simple purchase of $1,000 in advertising in this scenario. So $1,000 in advertising purchased by Gina. She goes out and sponsors Corey, Paul, and Jeff. That's just 3 people. Gina's a manager. Now, the question becomes, why does Gina want to become a manager? We're going to do a real quick refresher. Remember, as an associate, Gina can make up to $1,575 a month. She can get paid on up to $15,000 associate value and get paid up to 1.75% per day. Gina has bigger aspirations. Gina wants to become a manager. She goes out and signs up 3, each buying $500 in advertising. She pays $1,000 for the power founder, bought $1,000 worth of advertising, and now she's a manager. And the reason she is because she's now got the ability to earn on $25,000 in associate value. And getting paid a little bit more every single day, up to 2.25% per day, could earn as much as $3,375 a month. Just a little bit more than the $1,575. So that's the incentive. That's what people see right out of the gate. Most people draw that their first goal, their first aspiration is to get to manager as quickly as possible. And once you realize how simple it is to get to manager, all you've got to do is help 3 people do the same. Those 3 that got you to become a manager, help each one of them become a manager. And look at what this grows to. Your senior manager can now earn on up to $50,000 in their associate value, earning a much higher associate value percentage, up to 2.75% per day. That's up to $8,250 a day. Now remember, 3 managers underneath you makes you a senior manager as long as you have a total of $20,000 in advertising sales between yourself and everyone in your downline. 3 of those legs, 3 of your frontline personally sponsored people need to be managers as well, and you're a senior manager. So I want to do a quick recap. This is it. This is the business model right here. If you were looking for that nugget tonight, how do I make money inside of this program? Become an associate. Cost you $48. That's an annual administrative fee. $49.95 a month. If you want to skyrocket through this program, become a power founder. Go buy some advertising. The amount of advertising you buy is completely up to you. But now go build this model. Become a Gina. No offense to anyone out there, but become a Gina. If you have $1,000 in advertising sales and sponsor just 3 people and you're a power founder, you've made manager that fast. We've got people that are literally becoming managers in a day. With a few phone calls and a little attention, boom, you've got managers produced in a day, 2 days, 3 days. Now the question comes, Mike, what if I don't want to be a power founder? What if I don't have $1,000 to buy an advertising? And I will tell you, you can still become a manager inside of this program. You don't have to be a power founder. If you're not, you simply need to double all of the other numbers you see on this page. If Gina wants to be a manager, she would need a total of $5,000 in total advertising purchase between herself and her downline. And Corey, Paul, and Jeff would each have to have at least $1,000 of advertising beneath them, between them and everybody else below them. So Gina could literally, I want to be very clear here, Gina could literally buy $10 in advertising, okay? And she could sponsor Corey, and Corey buys $10 in advertising. And underneath Corey develops another $990 in advertising sales. That would make one leg of Corey's $1,000. This is if Gina is not a power founder. Paul buys $1,000 in advertising. Jeff, he only buys $100 in advertising, but underneath Jeff, he sells another $900 in advertising. That would be 3 qualifying legs at $1,000. If Gina were to purchase $2,000, she would be a manager, even though she's not a power founder. Again, you're saying, well, Gina doesn't have $1,000 to pay for advertising. She just needs to generate that total $5,000 in advertising, or in this case, $4,990 in advertising below her. Power founder, my personal opinion, the place to be. The benefits you get are tremendous, and it allows you to become a manager that much faster. Now, I told you about the force matrix. I just gave you a ton of information. You're probably scratching your head saying, what's going on? But I will tell you right now, with the introduction of this new mobile app, this is going to turn into an extremely big deal. This was awesome before we introduced the mobile app. When you see how people are going to flock to that mobile app, how it works inside of their life, how that mobile app goes viral, and then as those free subscribers realize that they could get into this matrix for a mere $49.95 a month. Yes, they'd have to become distributors and pay the $48 annual administrative fee as well. But without buying any advertising, being into the force matrix and being, this will be huge. Here's how you qualify. If you sponsor just one person into the matrix, that's an associate that pays $48 plus their $49.95 a month, you get paid on your first level. You'll have 3 people in your force matrix on your front line. They may be the 3 people you sponsored. It could be spill from above. Ask the person that invited you here tonight to explain how that works. But spill from above is a good thing. It means you get paid for somebody else's work. But 3 people on your front level, $5 per person, you can make as much as $15 just on that first level inside of this force matrix. Sponsor your second associate into the program. Doesn't matter how much advertising they buy or how little advertising they buy, you can get paid on your second level now as well. And it's $2.50 for every single person on your second level. That's an additional $2.50 times 9. Add it back to the 15. That's $37 a month. You're almost paying for your $49.95 a month. Sponsor 3 people into the program. You're making another $2.50 per person on your third level. You're up over $100 a month, and your $49.95 is now being paid for by the commissions you're making inside of the matrix. Sponsor 4, you're 6 levels deep, and you're earning an income now. I call that a full-time income, and for most of us it is. I love the 6th level. Remember that senior executive with a $200,000 associate value that has the potential to make $48,000 a month? Here inside of the matrix, by what you started, you get down to that 8th level, you could be making almost as much just inside of a matrix. And again, it wouldn't matter how much money people are spending on advertising, just that they're paying that $49.95 a month. Sponsor your 5th associate into the matrix, you're talking a total of $194,000 a month. That's cumulative, levels 1 through 9. It's huge. Sponsor 5, you've got a ton of money sitting on the table. Now, total earnings potential. This number is going to blow your mind, but I got to give it to you. Total earnings potential. This is based on a senior executive that has built a $200,000 associate value and has completely filled that matrix. And that kind of thing does happen. Here's the earnings potential. Daily earnings, $8,000 a month. I'm sorry, $8,000 a day. Monthly earnings, $242,000. Yearly earnings, almost $3 million. Those earnings do not include sales commissions, because we have no idea where the sales commissions are going to go. You could have a huge organization and get paid 1%, unlimited depth, and maybe never run into another executive. Or be a senior executive and maybe run into one senior executive but get paid in tremendous depth, that 1% override. So who knows how much more money you're making inside of the sales commissions. It could be that much again. Huge, huge potential is all I can tell you. And I love that about these types of programs. You can come into this program, do a little bit, get paid a little bit, or you can get inside of a program like this, hustle, learn how to really work this program right, stick with the leaders inside of the program, grab onto their coattails and ride this thing to the top and potentially make almost $3 million a year. I think that's huge. Now remember, that's a huge number. People come back and say, Mike, where is all this money coming from? Remember what we're going to do. We are a network marketing company that's going to help build a social network. Who better to help build a social network than a bunch of network marketers? As we drive traffic with our free subscriber base, you don't have to sell juice or vitamins or lotions or potions or creams. You don't have to sell any of that stuff. Simply invite your friends to come in and join the social network for free, and just their presence here inside of the social hub is a ton of traffic, and with that traffic comes the ability for our company, Leafit, to sell advertising inside of the margins of the social space, just like Facebook does. Remember what I told you earlier. Facebook generates $20 million a day in pay-per-click advertising. We think we can do it better. With your help, I know we can do it better. Join a company that's going places. I'll tell you, it's very, very simple. Just get back with a person invited you here tonight. Grab their username. Everybody's got one. Grab their username and go to vleaf.com. That's V as in vision, vleaf.com. /sign-up / the username from your friend. That's going to take you to a sign-up page. All they're looking for is your first name, last name, email address, your birth date, your gender. You answer a real quick security question, and boom, you're on the inside. At that point, you're literally given for free $200 in advertising. Take that $200